Hi and welcome back to the last of the easy guitar chords. And today we're going to look at the power chord. And this power chord is actually used a lot in rock and other types of styles of music, but it's a good starting point to get used to the bar chords, because we introduced last time the F major chord, which has a little mini bar, and the lower part of bar chords use the power chord shape. Okay, and the nice thing about the power chord is that you can move it around the guitar and it makes you feel pretty good when you're moving around the fretboard, when beforehand you were based purely just down here. Okay, so this is what the power chord looks like, and there's two types and we're going to look at both of them. If you bring your thumb, let's say we start on fret 1 for the moment, so we're going to do the E string, fret 1 with finger 1. Okay, then we're going to go to the A string, 3rd fret with the 3rd finger. So far we've got that. And finally we're going to go to the D string, fret 3 as well, so there, with the little finger, the 4th finger. So now we have there, and here, all together. And you can hear already it sounds a bit more rocky. This is an acoustic guitar, but you can hear that sounds pretty rocky. Now, the technique to this is slightly different to what we've been doing with the other chords, and that's because the thumb position is going to move. We've moved the thumb. Yes, we can on this instance, but once we go into this position and we stay in power chords, we don't want to move the thumb again. Okay, so the thumb, instead of being sort of around the middle of the 2nd fret and on towards the top, now we're actually going to bring it down to about halfway. Okay, so we're going to bring that thumb backwards down to about halfway and then keep it in that position, so it'll be straighter. Your wrist needs to push out more than you're used to, and you need to get your first finger around enough, and again all of these close to the fret line. So that's how you get a clear sound. You'll get buzzing to begin with, but that's because you're not pushing hard enough, or your wrist isn't round enough. Your wrist will feel a bit uncomfortable. That's fine. That's pretty standard when it comes to power chords. But if you want to start learning to move around the guitar melodically with all of these kind of bar chords and stuff that help you to express further up the guitar, then you need to know how a power chord looks and feels. So this is a power chord. When you want to move, instead of just moving in one position, you can actually move along the string, and the way you do that is you take the thumb off the back. So I'm going to show you here where my thumb is, so you can see my thumb here. If I move with a power chord, what I'm doing is I'm not just going to keep it on, I'm actually going to take the thumb off a little bit, slide and bring it back on. So I've got my thumb here and I'm actually going to take it off, slide and bring it on, take it off, slide, bring it on, take it off, slide, bring it back on. Okay, that's how you move with a power chord. Don't keep it pushed on the whole time. Okay, so what we're going to do is the power chords on the following points. On the E string here, we're going to put the power chord on the 5th fret. Okay, and now that power chord shape looks like this. So you have fret 5 on the E string, fret 7 on the A string, and fret 7 on the D string. Then we're going to take the thumb off the back, slide the shape, keeping it, maintaining it, that's the hardest part, and then pushing it back down on fret 3. Then we're going to do the same thing, take the first finger, loosen it, take the thumb off the back, you can see I'm wiggling about here, move it back down to the 1st fret, push, and then we're going to do the same thing going back to the 3rd fret on the E string, push, and that gives us the power chord progression that we're doing. So it's okay, so we're going to do 4 times on each chord. Let's try it. After 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, into fret 1, into fret 3. Okay, now as you can imagine, that's pretty hard. So we're going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. After 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yes, that's it. Okay, now I mentioned there are other types of power chords you can do, and we're going to focus on one other type, which is instead of having 3 fingers on, we're going to have 2 fingers on. So we're just going to have the same pattern that we had, fret 5, 3, 1 and 3, but this time with fingers 1 and 3. So finger 1 on the E string and finger 3 on the A string, and that's it. So the control really is just making sure you play just 2 strings now. And it's a slightly thinner sound, but it's equally as useful for your power chord playing. So again, we're going to do fret 5 to 3 to 1 to 3. Thumb coming off the back every time you want to move, but pushing it back on when you get to the point of the power chord. Here we go, after 4. On fret 5, here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fret 3, 2, 3, down to fret 1. Back to fret 3. Let's do it one more time. Back to fret 5. Down to fret 3. Keep that wrist position nice and straight. Back to fret 3. Okay, so just as a reminder, your hand won't be back like this for a power chord because you have to drop the thumb down and you're pushing forwards with your wrist a little bit more than usual. Okay, so you'll see it slightly straighter. The angle of your wrist, if you can see that, is straighter than where you have been before, which is slightly more up. Okay, so that is the end of the easy guitar chords, and I hope that you've enjoyed them, that they've kind of stuck in your mind and in your fingers, and that what I've given you over the past 10 lessons has helped you to express a little bit on the guitar. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon for more guitar lessons with me.